Some people love them, some people hate them. Let's talk about signature guitars. Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. And if you know me, I'm not a huge fan of signature guitars. I'm more like I want to make the guitar my own kind of guy. I once had a signature guitar. It was a really nice SE Santana from PRS. It was a really good guitar, a good value for the money, but somehow I decided to sell it because I didn't play it too much, because it had the Santana stamp on it, so it wasn't really my cup of tea, so I sold it. Please keep in mind, everything in this video is obviously totally subjective of what I think. If you like signature guitars or you even love them or something like that, that's of course totally up to you. And there are really cool signature guitars out there that I also really dig. So I thought about this topic a few days ago, and I thought it would be cool to make a video with a list of signature guitars that I think are really cool and unique. And I want to show them to you now. These are definitely guitars I would buy and I would play live on stage, when recording, etc. So really nice guitars. I decided to go with regular production models, so no custom shop in this video. Maybe that's a second episode of this video where we can talk about signature custom shop guitars, but for now only production models. Right, so let's go. First guitar. So the first guitar on my list is Eric Clapton's Stratocaster. As far as I know, it's one of the earliest signature models ever made from Fender, and it's a really cool guitar. Basically, it's your standard Strat with like vintagey specs, but what makes it unique is the mid boost, the active mid boost that's going on your tone control, which is pretty handy when it comes to soloing and lead playing things. You can thicken up your tone to get this creamy, saturated tone. It also comes in various finishes and colors, and it's one of the most successful signature models ever made, I suppose. So that's my first guitar on my list. So the second guitar on my list is from one of my childhood heroes, and that's the Fender Kurt Cobain signature Mustang. This guitar is not in production anymore, so you have to get one from the used market. And in my opinion, it's a really cool guitar because it doesn't come with your standard Mustang single coils. It has a Seymour Duncan humbucker in the bridge, so this is really nice, and it's based on the Mustang that Kurt Cobain played and modded himself with a Seymour Duncan humbucker. So it's a straight up rock and roll machine with the short scale, which is pretty nice. And what also is really cool, there is no signature on the guitar, so it's basically only the back plate has some kind of artwork by Kurt Cobain on it, so there's no signature on the headstock or anything, which is pretty special, and I dig that. Alright, next up on my list is a Squire guitar, one of the coolest looking guitars I think, and that's a Squire Jazzmaster. So I don't really know Jazzmaster's music, from Dinosaur Jr. I believe is its band, but I really dig his Jazzmaster model, and I guess many people do because it's a really successful model. Comes in this cool desert sand finish with the gold anodized guard, which looks really cool. The pickups that come with that guitar are more, let's say, P90-ish, so they're not your regular Jazzmaster pickups. So I guess they have more output, they sound fatter and are better suited for your heavier music. And what they also did with this guitar, they moved the tailpiece more towards the bridge, so it increases the break angle of your strings, which is also pretty nice for better tuning stability, etc. Alright, so the next guitar on my list is the Epiphone Joe Bonamassa Firebird 1. So when I tried out one of these guitars here in a local store, I was really close to buying it, but yeah, it couldn't convince me 100% because I didn't really need it. Of course, I would like to have it. I would love to own it, but yeah, it's not something I would say I need 100% in my collection. But it's a really cool guitar. It's a single pickup Firebird, let's say like the one that Clapton played in his early days. And yeah, it's such a cool rock and roll machine. The build quality is great on this signature stuff from Epiphone, so there's nothing really to complain about, and it's a really good value for the money. So next on my list is another Joe Bonamassa signature guitar, and that's his latest signature guitar. It's the Epiphone Les Paul Custom Black Beauty. This one is based off his 1958 Gibson Les Paul Custom that comes with 3 humbuckers and is pretty rare. So it's one of the rarest guitars. Also pretty expensive. And Epiphone decided to make a really cool signature model based on that 58 Gibson, and it looks fantastic. It's got the chunky 50s neck profile, comes with a hard shell case, and I would definitely love to try one of these out, yeah, because they look fantastic, and I'm pretty sure they sound fantastic and they play fantastic. Yeah, maybe one day I will have a 3 pickup Gibson Les Paul Custom in my collection as well. So, and last but not least on my list, we have the Robert Cray Stratocaster. As far as I know, this is the only hardtail model Stratocaster that Fender does as a standard production model. You have to go custom shop if you want a hardtail Strat. 2014, I believe, they had like an American Special Series kind of hardtail Strat, which was 70s inspired with the big headstock and stuff like that. So if you now want a hardtail Strat, you have to buy a Robert Cray Strat. It comes in 3 cool finishes. It's like a purple, Inca silver, and a 3-tone sunburst. It's based off a 60s Strat, so small headstock, vintage specs like the vintage tuners, 60s inspired pickups. Pretty expensive for a Mexican made model, but the ones that I tried out were really good, really great playing guitars. And there's definitely a difference between the real hardtail Strats and the blocked off tremolo, because obviously there is wood missing. You have the whole trem system going on, even if it's blocked. So yeah, in my opinion, and in many others' opinion, the hardtail Strats are one of the coolest guitars around here. And I don't know why Fender is struggling with just bringing out a regular Mexican or even US made hardtail Strat. So Fender, if you listen, please go ahead and make a cool hardtail Strat for us. I guess it would sell like sliced bread. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you can try one of these signature guitars in your local store, because I think they're totally worth it. They all have some kind of uniqueness to it, and yeah, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this, and yeah, I guess we're gonna see us in the next one. Bye bye, peace.